Hi guys, in this one we'll be changing the discs and the pads on my Polo MK2F. We've picked up these standard EBC discs. These were just off eBay, and we've also gone for the Ultimax pads as well. These are for a Golf Mark II, Jetta and Polo Mark II. So just make sure when you do it, it's that shape. But yeah, we got all these EBC kit, and yeah, we'll be doing the discs and pads on the Polo.
So we're going to start off with taking the caliper off the carrier. It's two 6mm Allen keys in the two sleeves at the back. Once you get that off, you can then pull the pads out, and then you take the caliper off. You give the caliper a clean with a wire brush and a file, and then the disc comes off with just a Phillips screw. It's sometimes tight. You have to, if it's tight, I usually get a hammer, tap around that area quite hard. Just be careful of there, and it usually loosens it up, and then you just spin it out with Phillips. Some Polos won't have it, they'll be missing. It doesn't really matter, because when you put your wheels on, wheel bolts goes through there and it holds the disc onto the hub. So if you haven't, don't worry about it, but if you have got it, put it back in. So we'll start off with the 6mm at the back. Sometimes in the guides they can get stuck. Just grease them up, because that can cause excessive wear on your pads. Not usually very tight either. That's a second. So caliper will come off like so. You just try and find somewhere to stick it out of the way, and then loads of pad on them still, and there's usually just the Phillips little grub screw.
The skill level on the discs and pads here are quite easy.
Yeah,
if you're competent with working on a car, you'll be able to do it easy.
So discs off now. One thing to point out is on the carriers, you're supposed to have like a metal shim that runs along there. It's like an L shape. It just helps, like, it's what the pad glides along, kind of like pads it out sort of thing. Some people don't use them. We ain't got any, so we're just going to replace them with ours. I've never had an issue not running them. It just means the pad's kind of like looser inside, as I'll show you. As you slide it on, it will just, it's that, but it never makes any noise. It doesn't fall out. I wouldn't worry too much. So we'll put the new disc on. We'll just slot it over like so, and then you want to get the little rub screw lined up. Pads, fish on a Polo. So the disc's on, and then we want to get your new pads. First one in. There we are. So push the piston back, like so. So now you can get the caliper on, and then you just flip it over. That's got to hook up the top. Oh, pull it. like so. And then you put the tune-up bolts back in.
So there's the old one, and there's the new one. And the reason we're changing these is they're not that bad, but when you run your finger over it, you can feel that it's warped. You can feel like it dips and comes back up, and I've noticed when I brake real hard, the car doesn't really stop. So you know, in an emergency, it's not going to stop, it's just going to slide. But yeah, those are definitely warped, so they're not good anymore. So we'll go with these nice ones.
When you buy discs, they'll either come painted like this, or you'll get them so the faces are already shiny, but they'll be coated in oil. So usually, like EBC will do discs painted like this, and then as soon as you hit the brakes, it'll take that paint off the faces, and it'll become shiny. But then you're left with these two faces here, the sides and the front, painted. Makes it look tidy. If you order Brembo, they usually come oil coated, so they'll be in a bag sealed, and the disc faces will be covered in oil. And then if you have them, just remember to clean the faces off, clean the oil off the faces. Brake cleaner, that's just the best. Brake cleaner and a rag, like blue roll for instance. Just something to point out, because if you don't, you're gonna die. Simple as that. Nah, you won't die. You'll fuck your brakes up. They ain't gonna work straight away. So just something to point out. This one's tight, a little gob screw. So this is a technique I was saying. It's just let's see if that's worked. Yeah, look at that.
Just loosens up the rust.
It does. It just breaks up a bit. That's a little trick that might become useful for someone.
So that was changing the discs and the pads on a Polo MK2F. Super easy job. If you're anywhat confident in doing work on your car, you'll be able to do discs and pads easy. But if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments, or you can contact us on our Instagram. I'll also leave that in the description. I'll also leave the EBC brake kit in the description if you want to get your hands on it as well. And yeah, if you want to see more Polo Mark2F videos, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.